Welcome back, guys. We need to set up a bit of smelting of tungsten. So I think what we'll do... we need to set up basically 480 tungsten smelting. So... what are we gonna do? I think we might just put it out along here. Actually, let's just do one and duplicate. Upgrade that to Mach 2. Set it to tungsten. And then right next to it, well, right across from it actually, we'll set that up. Actually, let's just duplicate nanoplating. Nanoplating, as usual. Duplicate you. And you. Actually, this can't be here. That can't be there. So... because we want to get a thing like that, I think. So I guess we'll... you know what, we can stick it right there. Okay. And then you connect into there. You connect into there. You connect into there. You connect into there, there, and there. Okay, and they're off. So that's 61, 21, 80. That's 360. $480. Okay. And then this needs to go in there and there. So there. And now you're producing super alloy. Okay. Now the next thing we need to do is come out like this. And I think like this. We can do like that or something. And we need... I don't... if we stick that in there, then... oh, that does actually fit. Okay. So... this can all go. It's going to be a little bit annoying. Actually... you know what? So, like that. Yeah, that won't work, so... I think it was... like that. Let's just try. Duplicate. Yeah, that works. Okay. We'll get these going. Oh, we're out of reinforced frames. Let's grab some more. Okay. And there we go. And this should be inside our protected sphere. This firestorm isn't going to hit us. So that's fine. Now why can't I afford this right now? I can. No, I can't. Superconductors. Let's grab some superconductors. Anything else we're really low on? I don't think so, but we could always do with more of these. And then we can just fill up a bit on that and on that. Okay. Duplicate you. Get this going. And get all of these hooked up so we have a little bit more power generation. There we go. And we should still be fine. So there. And these are all, well, almost all inside the force field generator. If we stick it in there instead, then they are all. Then we can sell that. And this is inside as well, I think. More or less, at least. It's not. So we'd have to have that. Something like there, maybe? Let's stick it there. And I think we might need one out here as well, but for now, it's fine. Okay, we are getting that going. We are not storing up our super alloy anywhere, are we? Oh, it's we are storing up our super alloy right there. So that's fine. Okay. Let's connect that down there. Let's send those two off. Meteor storm. Meteor strike. Firestorm. A lot of stuff going on. All right, we are producing the super alloy here. So that's good. Then we need to check our codex. We needed that super alloy to make these. Oh. Yeah, I knew it. I knew that these two would be outside, so we'll have to stick one out here or something. What's our power situation like? We can't afford one, so let's just for now stick one there so that those things don't get damaged. Okay. The titanium should be fine. Yeah, it's absolutely fine. Okay. Neutron initiator. This is gonna be so dangerous. I'm wondering about building all of that stuff elsewhere. I'm kind of thinking of building it all down at a nuclear mine. Or a uranium mine, because that's... already radioactive anyway. I don't think... is there any way to become immune to radioactiveness? Well, we can get less damage from stuff. But we don't have the things for it. The let's get some of these blown up. Alright. Why didn't that activate? Okay, we're quite damaged now. Okay. Let's get this radiation crap out of here. Okay. So basically what I'm thinking is down here, setting up the production of this stuff, which means we don't need to send the uranium anywhere, which is not great because we are currently shipping it into a transport. And we don't need it in that transport. But if we do that, we can leave the base non-nuclear, which I think is a good idea. Because having to worry about that all the time is not ideal. Radioactive crap there. Energy depleted. Right, that thing is gone. What did it drop? Okay. Let's unlock these cargo doors. I just want to see, there has to be artifacts here, right? There's an artifact. Alright, let's get an artifact analyzer. We'll stick it there. Okay, so that's a good thing. There are artifacts here. how's our health? It's okay-ish. Okay. Those mines are gonna blow up, I hope. Alright. We are quite damaged. This is a lot more difficult area to navigate than any of the others were. Which I suppose makes sense, but it's also kind of annoying. Alright, we're out of reinforced frames. Okay, but we have a relatively decent amount of power here. We have a relatively decent amount of power here. I think we can get 4 more of these in, and then we're good on... Then we're maxed out on the fuel that we can use. Okay. Man, we need a lot of energy here. Take these guys out. Alright. That took that out. Let's get that mine gone. Let's get this armadillo gone. Whoops. Okay. Dang it. Just that stuff. Don't want that. I guess that's just radioactive stuff as well. Over here is radioactive stuff. Oh, I don't like it. I do not like it. Why? Why are 2 generators low on fuel? I guess we can't do more? Oh, that's a shame. So they're going up very slowly on fuel, but they will get there. No. 8, 9, 8. Can we get up to 10? I think we can. Yep, 10. Alright, so they are slowly building up their fuel. They are slowly building up their fuel. How many do we have in here right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 24. I guess that's as many as we can support. Which doesn't make sense to me, because we should be doing 300. Now 24 times 12, that's 240. That's... 264, I guess, right? Which should be fine. Which should be fine. Looks like that thing is damaged, but it's not. Alright. The depleted uranium would be nice, but we're not gonna get that just yet. We are using all of the depleted uranium that we had, which is fine. I suppose we could. We just need some nitratium. Which we can easily go get. Or not. Oh, we can, because there's a pod over here. Grab that. Let's turn you into Fredo Mark 3. That can't be upgraded anymore. Well, it can't be upgraded at all. We don't actually need to fly all the way back. We just need to drop the nitratium in there. And then 8 reinforced frames. Complete that and we'll get 275. Which is great. Okay. Where were we? I just had to pause for a second. Where were we? What do we have? I think we have everything we need. We could do with some more of this stuff as usual. Let's just put 3 of these in there. Okay. What are these guys doing? They need the heavy frames. We're not producing enough heavy frames. Which is annoying. Okay. Well, we can fill up there. Actually, we can fill up there. And then we'll be fine. Okay. Now, I had a little consideration. Now, these connector things, they do not get damaged by these flame things. And that's nice. Alright, you're getting up to max now. Good. So, and this is still full, so I think we can stick at least 2 more in there. I think we can stick at least 2 more in there. But what I was thinking is that we could go like way out here. Something like that. And then we can do all of the nuclear stuff out here. All of the radioactive stuff. Do that out there. So that the center of the base at least is not radioactive. So what we do is we'd stick a force field generator in here somewhere and then build all of that stuff out here. And I think that's what we're going to do. So in order to make this, we need manufactories. The depleted uranium is not radioactive. Nitronic acid. We need pure water for that. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Now, antimatter is produced from those. Okay, so let's try something. Let's set up a transport there. This will be base uranium 1. We'll have a storage unit for uranium here. This will be upgraded as well. And I just wanted to check my sound. So we'll make a freighter. And this will go from Alpha, which I'm gonna have a rough time renaming now, to base uranium 1. Actually, you know what? Don't do that yet. Don't do that yet. We could still have kept that, but... So we'll keep that. Upgrade it. Call it base uranium 1. Okay, because as soon as it comes over with here with that crap, it's gonna get radioactive here. So we need our manufacturers, which alright, that's fine, we're protected. We'll make those, and they are radioactive. Okay, so that's the neutron initiator. We produce 2.6 a minute of them. Which is fine. And we need 24 a minute of the uranium and the gold, so we'll probably have to set up another gold mine or two. Which isn't a problem necessarily, but... Oh. How much does this produce? 29 a minute. You know what? We didn't take that much damage. That's... Come on. Let's check if there isn't a artifact in here, because that would be kind of nice. We almost hit that. Okay, nope. You have a lot of nice stuff in there, but we're not going to deal with that right now because we don't have room for it in our ship. Okay. So we can actually afford 2 of those. You need super alloy. You need that. And you need gold, which is here. Okay. So that's production of that setup. Then we need to make antimatter, which is done in these particle accelerator things. We need a lot more superconductors. A lot more superconductors. We need more advanced plating. Okay. Let's grab all the superconductors. Let's fill up on computers. Let's fill up on that. And let's fill up on this. I think we're mostly fine on everything else. Mostly fine. I think we'll just fill up there. Because why not? Use so much of that stuff. So then we want to build a particle accelerator thing. This stuff is coming now. So the particle accelerator thing. What if we did this? So science. We'd need that. And we want to make antimatter. That'll give us nuclear waste as well, which also damages nearby machines. Then we need... No. Those. Can't afford. Forgot advanced plating. This should all be inside the so there. And then do like that. So that should create our antimatter. And then I guess there wasn't there something, a containment chamber holes? That's radiation proof. So do we... The thing is in the center, I think. So let's sell that again. Whoops. Is that right? How do we... How do we connect that up? What can this store? I guess it just stores, yeah, holds antimatter. And that's what we're producing here. So we need... Resources, containment chamber. That doesn't look right. How the hell do we do this? Let's just try this. Okay, does this just need a connection? If so, we could simply store it in there. In the middle, but this is not radioactive. So maybe we store it right there. Does this then connect to there? I guess it does. Okay. But then we need nuclear waste as well. So that'll go in there. Now I wonder how much power this is going to use. I mean, we can always turn it off and get power back. Are you guys full now? You are. So let's try and stick some more on here. More superconductors. So. All right. So they're filling just fine. I wonder why the others were so slow to fill up. These are filling just fine. Not slow at all. Okay. Yeah, you're still full. Good. So it did say that the bigger you build this, the more power it uses. Right in the tutorials, particle accelerator. The longer loop you construct, the faster you can generate antimatter, but the more power your accelerator will require. And theirs is quite small. And they're just using one tower. I guess we'll find out if this works. All we need to do now, really, is... well... tell these... do we create a storage unit for these? I suppose we do. Or do we? Let's not. So you go in there, you go in there. Okay. I wish we could see how much it would use when it starts up. Defense-wise, yeah, we're well within the sphere. So the antimatter will be stored there. This is not connected to anything. Yes, it is. It's connected to that. So that will do the nuclear waste. The nuclear waste... we need to connect with some of this nitronic acid. And get the depleted uranium, which we need for our ships. Man, this is complicated, and I like it. Because this uses depleted uranium. Not a lot, but it does use some. How much do we have left? Some. You're waiting for heavy frames. We desperately need more tungsten and titanium for the super alloy. We really do. Titanium is fine there. We should really upgrade these to 3. There's 2 more down here. There. So that they're outputting a little bit faster. They're filling up though, so that's fine. Okay. Well, I think the next thing we need to do is that's oxygen. We have quite a bit of pure water there. But we don't have an ice mine here. So where is our pure water coming from? Okay, it's coming from over there. From our ice mine. Over in our main sector. It's basically coming from here. Okay. So we're producing 900 pure water a minute. But this needs 130. Okay, so we could get more water going here and then build stuff up here. Because we do have the water. And get some more of this nitronic. Oh, we're not even producing nitronic acid? So how do we produce nitronic acid? Pure water and nitratium. Isn't that? No, that's oxygen and nitratium. Okay. So we're going to need another nitratium mine. Or 2. Because these bioextractors don't actually produce that much. They produce 120 a minute. So yeah, we do need that. Okay. So that's going to be what we start out by doing in the next episode, because we're way out of time. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, it would be awesome if you'd leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If not already subscribed, it really does help out a lot, and I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic day, and to see you again in the next one.